Hey, it's Rich from Gravity Fitness, and today I'm going to be showing you how to assemble your new child's calisthenics and gymnastics bar. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to attach our upright section to our foot section. So you'll notice that these two holes here will line up perfectly with these two holes. Now it's worth noting that this upright section goes on the longer part. So you can see that this side is slightly longer than that side. So that's where we will put this section, like so. All we then do is slide the longer bolts, so the longest bolts will go straight through. And what I always suggest to people is just start keeping everything finger tight at the beginning, just so you can make any adjustments, and it just makes lining things up much easier. So once we've got the upright attached to the foot, what we're going to do is attach these brackets here. So you'll notice that a bracket goes on the front and then the other one will go on the back. Again, I'm just keeping everything finger tight for now. So we have the top one in, we just put the two lower bolts in now. So once we've got our upright attached to our feet, the next thing we're going to do is attach our telescopic foot attachments. Now, the reason we've added these is purely from a space-saving perspective. You know, a lot of people are going to be using these inside their homes, inside the living rooms, inside the kitchens, and the legs are quite wide to make them stable. So what we did is made these telescopic just so you can slide them in, and this will fit behind a sofa or in the back of the kitchen or out of the way somewhere when your child is not using it. Now, just before you do your telescopic legs, it's worth fitting these spring-loaded nuts. Just makes life a little bit easier, so just screw them in a couple of times. Just a couple of threads for now. Our telescopic feet, you'll notice there are two holes in these. These holes line up with these spring-loaded nuts. So what that means is your feet need to be fitted, your rubber feet need to be fitted so that the holes are at the top and the bottom. Like so. And then all we're going to do is just slide the foot in here. Now, these are called spring-loaded clips because as you can see, spring-loaded nuts, because as you can see, if we lift them, they will spring up and down. So we lift them and we'll just slide this in for now until it just clicks like that. Same thing on the other side. Okay, so once we've got these slid in, we can just adjust these a little bit more. So as I said, these legs are telescopic and they are designed to go in and out. So we've got it now on the widest setting. All we need to do to make it narrower is pull the spring-loaded nut out and just slide it down. And then we just tighten this spring-loaded nut back up. So this is for storage. This is at the shortest setting. But obviously we're building this, we want to be able to use it. So we're going to pull this back out into the widest setting. Like that, it'll just click into place. And we'll just tighten this nice and firm, ready to go. Okay, so now we have this first section complete. Now we need to add the very top insert. So this is the part that is adjustable and goes up and down. Again, we have one of these spring-loaded nuts. So we're just going to screw this in a few threads again, like we did before. And then all we're going to do is slide this section in to the top. Pull out our spring-loaded nut and just let it click into one slot. Now, once we've done this, we're going to repeat the process exactly the same for the other side. There's obviously 2 feet, so we will repeat the process for the other side. So as you can see, I now have both sides fully assembled. And the first thing that we want to do before fitting the middle wooden bar is make sure that they are level. Now, I can see that these are not quite level, but the easiest way of doing it is just count the holes. So we can see here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And on this side, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drop this one down by 1. So we can see now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So once you're happy that both sides are level and they're nice and tight and ready to go, what we're then going to do is fit the wooden pull-up bar section. So all we're going to do is just slide our wooden bar in as so. And we're just going to make sure that those holes at the top line up. Same on the other side. Now you'll notice the bolts for the top here have these little square sections at the top. Now these square sections will just lock in line with the squares on the metal, like that. So that just means you can tighten the bolts up without them turning or spinning. So we'll now just repeat that for all 4 bolts. Now all we need to do is go around and tighten up all of the bolts with the spanner that is included with your pull-up bar. And after that, we just go around and fit these little plastic covers. Now these are there just to remove the metal sharp edges and just keep your child nice and safe. Now we do quite often get asked about how strong these children's pull-up bars are. I'm quite a heavy adult at just under 90 kilos, and I'm very, very happy and confident on this bar. So they are very safe and very dependable. As you may or may not know, Gravity Fitness is a specialist calisthenics brand, and we work with some of the best coaches and athletes in the world to develop our products and test them to destruction so that you can be confident that the product you receive is going to be fit for purpose and stand the test of time.